Hey folks, it's Jang from JangBricks.com with a look at a Lego system set from 1998. This one was called Helicopter Transport, came with 102 pieces. Helicopter Transporter set, we're starting with the helicopter that's being transported. This was a very, very simple build. It has a very low parts count. The entire tail, the entire boom, all this is one single piece. The entire bottom of the helicopter, all this white, you see down here on the bottom, including prints on the side, all the way around to the back, all one piece. And then you have your canopy here. I actually like this canopy piece. I like the shape of it. And you can open that up if the rotors are out of the way. Put your minifig in there. Got your little console in the front. You know, I think the front section of this looks pretty good. And let me go ahead and put the figure in. Yeah, he really has to lean forward because there's not enough room for him. He's sitting right up against that back section there, so he has to lean forward. Otherwise, he's going to be pushing all this back and it's going to want to come off. But put that there. He fits in there nicely. The thing is small though. You just saw that it does have a little bit of flimsiness to it where all this section can come off pretty easily. And this area here is just very blocky. This is very blocky. The gray kind of looks out of place. I'm not a big fan of this. Tractor trailer rig, obviously. Interesting thing happens here. You've got these rear wheels that just float above the ground. They're not coming in contact. They're not going to roll. They can spin just fine, but the angle of this thing is not appropriate. So it's just kind of leaning forward and hoisting the rear axle up above the ground. This entire trailer section, let me take that off and look at it first. Again, one large piece from here all the way back to here, not including these. These actually are assembled on a little bit, just a brick in there. You can see it again, very blocky, very simple. They use these whole 1x2 slope pieces rather than smaller bits to get the kind of lights on there. This should have been one 2x4. This should have been a 1x8 on either side. I didn't get the correct parts, got this used off eBay, but it does give you the general idea of how this should look when it's completed. The helicopter goes on there very nicely. That is perfect. You don't have to worry about attaching it to any studs. It just sits there and it's easy to take off. You can just launch this. So that's a good thing. You also have a couple of little assemblies back here. These are little road, barrier kind of things that you can take off and use down on the surface. Megaphone over here in red, walkie-talkie in black on the other side. And then the truck cab, the tractor section of it. Another very simple thing. This, okay, that's all one piece. All the gray there is all one piece, including the axles. They all come together. So all the assembly here involved just putting the tires on, putting this one extra axle on, and then adding these, just this very small number of pieces up here to generate this. And even the entire roof, all this black is one piece here. These are printed, that's good. These are chrome, very fancy schmancy there. See the hole where you attach the forward or the trailer to it. That's it, but yeah, just not a great looking thing. I mean, even all this, it's just all one assembly down there on the bottom and a few things put on top. Now the minifigs are pretty cool. I'm happy with those. Got nice prints on the torsos. The scale of things like the zippers is a little bit large and blocky, but I like the overall looks of these guys. And lots of detail here. You can see he's got an undershirt on, got the collars up there. Looks like probably some notes and maybe some ID related thing here, and then his badge over there. So that's pretty cool. These two have the exact same head, but with the different headgear, they look very different. This guy's got his gloves on, so that's pretty cool. Coming around to the back, nothing on the back, no prints on them at that time, but that's okay. I think these look pretty good, just as they are. The set is okay, but for its age, it's really not that old. It really doesn't strike me as being something that's exemplary of great Lego design. And I definitely understand that Lego was going through some tough times during this period, during this era, and product design was part of it. I think that this is a weak design. Maybe it's good for the youngest kids, but for the general Lego populace, which spans a very wide age range, this just looks too unbelievable, too kiddie-like, I think. for the average customer, and the really small parts count and the use of really specialized pieces, large pieces, really goes against the whole Lego building system idea in general. It's not a bad set, but it's definitely not a particularly good one in my opinion. But those are my thoughts. Feel free to share your thoughts. I really would appreciate hearing what other folks think about this one. Hit thumbs down on the video if you didn't like it, or thumbs up if you did. Either way, does the same thing for me, helps me out a lot, and I appreciate it. Stay tuned for more classic and new Lego set reviews on the way. I'm always putting out new videos on a very regular basis, and I'm also doing stuff that you never will see on video, or giving you previews of things that will eventually be put on video. You can follow all of that on my blog at jangbricks.com. So I'll see you there, and I'll see you here again on YouTube in the next video.